it simpler. So you can get that straight off. This is part of our maintenance too. So I think, like, you know how you guys get when eventually have two pumps?
Yeah.
When when you rest this, I don't know if you're fueling or doing service, you guys should do this part.
Okay.
Yeah. So you take this off. It's just like on lock. So the bolt, you see how you ungroove?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you just come up so far. You use on one channel lock or one screwdriver or one pry bar, and should pop off.
Pull it right out.
Okay.
Now you notice for us we anti-seize the sides and stuff, and we don't lock them down too hard.
Yep.
You don't have to make them hard because it's gonna be hard for you guys in the field. As long as you get anti-seize.
And tighten, good.
Yeah, yeah. Just snug.
Yeah.
So this is your jet right there.
Okay.
If you notice, it's smooth. Get water inside, but
Yep.
it's smooth. It should be kind of shiny, somewhat. It, even though when you pull it out, like I tell the guys too, oh, the thing clean. And we went through plenty of troubleshooting calls for this. The guys in the field will be on the phone and be like, "Yeah, it's clean." But when you get to this point, I'll just take one drill bit or one piece wire, fucking clean them anyway. Because when I go back and I tell the guys and they say, "Oh yeah, see clean," but I do that, put them in, fucking prime.
And then it works.
Yeah, because look how small it is. It's so sensitive.
Right, right.
Yeah. Now coming through this line is hot air, right? And some blow-by mist oil, and whatever you're pumping, shit water. It has a screen there, but all the fine stuff blowing through this, it's hot. It gets super hot. So when it's blowing through, the thing kind of just hold on. You know, every little bit just start
like
building inside. Yeah. You know, once it gets to that point where, like when little rock, they're gonna start adding up in there. So you gotta clean this part. This part not so bad. This is the color I was talking about. And then this part should be clean too. You know, not need be as clean as this, but should be smooth and clean.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the most important part of the priming system right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I take them up, I look, and I might as well, I mean, it looks good to me, but I'm gonna stick a piece of wire in it.
Okay.
Because it's off, you know what I mean? Since we're here. I think we have one over here. Just for your thoughts, and you can say, yeah, I'll fucking clean them. You know what I mean? And I just run one wire through them. Yeah.
Should leave them up on top of them.
Or even one drill bit works too. But you know like
Gouge them.
gouge them. Yeah. That's the word right there. So and just hand tie them back. If you have anti-seize, it'll be way better for you guys too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We anti-seize them. And just tap them right back in. Shouldn't be hard for come out. If the thing hard for come out, the guy's not doing maintenance. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get so stuck, you gotta take this whole thing off and pound them up from the top of a hammer. And you know, like do that when you really need it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just lock them back down. 17. That's it. And that's basically on lock too.
Yeah.
This one. Don't need to be super tight. And then this goes back in.
Tight then.
The hose that you hook up, that's what the thing rolling through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the thing going that way. This one muffler. Okay. So for kind of quiet down the outside.
Yep.
Now that's the priming system, the gist of it anyway. The other parts to it gonna be half pump, half priming system, which is gonna be the check valve there. The good part is we always since put 2 check valves in. So if you're on rock stuck in a check valve or a rag in the past and we didn't have a second check valve, the thing not gonna prime either because it has nowhere to seal against. You know what I mean? So he's gonna be drawing air from this way.
Yep.
From the discharge side. So the good part is we have one laying on the ground, and we know it's working good because we pressure tested yesterday. You know what I mean? Like, and the odds for it, we had bypasses going on for like 2 years running through our machines, and rarely do that one clog up, but they probably will.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say never. You know what I mean? But it rarely happens for us. But that is the backup for that part right there. If you all of a sudden can't prime, you're getting good, you know, everything good, get good pressure coming out the back, your hoses is all tight, I would look at that, which is gonna be the ball. You have an access hatch on the top. You see how the top not bolts? You can use like one pry bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
That the
Yep.
wing nuts.
Yeah. You can use on like on anything on one rebar.
To take the top off.
Take the top off, you know, big ball looks like a bowling ball, and on rubber seat. You just can't take that off, and most of the time, once you touch them, fucking whatever stay blocking will fall down.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's 9 times out of 10.
Yep.
Like when we running without one check valve for just dewatering purposes. You know what I mean? You hit them with, whatever rocks or whatever, just fall out and the thing would prime. That's the gist of the priming system. The things that I've seen that can go wrong, most common, is going to be that first plug priming system. Venturi. Second going to be air cleaner because it's so small and people forget about it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's a small donut air filter. If in a pinch you can just pop them open, but order one already, or you can ruin your compressor. It'll work too. You know what I mean? Like it'll work until your filter comes. You can pop it open, but that's the first two I go. If we already pumping
Right.
and the thing go down, it's gonna be that the compressor filter or the compressor itself go bad. Now, outside the machine, what's the other thing could be if the thing no prime, it's gonna be rubber on the O-ring. Yeah, the gaskets.
Yeah.
Or one bad hose. Like you guys not really moving stuff around, but get some places where the guys would grab them with one machine for instead of rigging them,
Yeah.
just clamp them in, and then they all mad because they're not getting prime, but get holes in the suction now. So that would be the only issue for priming if the machine is fine. It's gonna be something to do with hoses. You know what I mean? Gonna be the O-rings, or maybe the hose at the clamp, maybe the thing in boss or somebody hit them or something.
Check that the thing is
Yeah.
safe.
So, I mean, like we put good gaskets and all that. This thing should prime, but if it goes for a while and you guys unclipping and clipping, that's where the things start wearing out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, any thoughts for the priming side? You guys got any questions?
I think that's good.
Yeah.
I guess one thing is replacement parts. Like, have you ever had one of the Venturis just completely go bad on you?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty hardy.
Okay.
They just gotta stay clean. The only part that go out is probably the top, because when you gotta pound them out,
Right.
yeah, the thing will be all corrosion on the top.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Filters, I can get you the numbers for that.
Yeah, that'd be good. So we could get some additional filters.
Yeah, throw 1 or 2 in your truck.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So for the priming side and the pumping side, now I can show you the starting part and
Let's do it.
yeah. All right.